Hi, this is Ushio and welcome back to Chicken Please Into the Hive. And it is time to go into the Hive. We've got a case we need to go investigate. So we have over here assign permission. We're allowed to go into the Hive. It's going to be a problem, I think. Everybody suspects it's going to be a problem and we're going to make it a problem as well. So if we go over here, so we need to decide what we want to do. We can go to Zipp's Cafe, which is a good place for gossip, that kind of thing. Frank's place, which is the detective we want to catch up with, and the Hive graveyard, because we want to see where this body that got stolen, what happened there. But I think that we should probably check back in on our flat. We've recruited our partner.
Wow, what are all these boxes?
We want to check in with our client, make sure Marty meets her. I think that's a good idea to do.
I told you, didn't I? I'm leaving this dump and going on a round-the-world trip.
Of course, you said a million times, but you just never started on it.
Yeah, no one actually believes that Sonny's going to retire.
Well, this time I did. About a week ago, I think.
You've come this far in a week? Man, I can see you're really determined.
Good work takes time, okay? I've got a lot of stuff to pack. Who knows when I'll be back? Maybe never. Until then, Lewis is renting the place out.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with the good old carrot shredder?
Yeah, he's the guy we rent our apartment from. He is a rabbit. He was a cool guy. He looked after us a bit.
Well, he's doing pretty well since he breathed life back into the hotel. He started renting out apartments to some pretty shady characters, but still, it's a start.
Shady characters? Like you?
Maybe even worse.
Oh my.
So it's not just him and me living here anymore.
That's great. You can finally socialize a bit, which you love so much.
Ha ha, very funny. I guess that's one of the reasons I had to leave.
Can't stand change, huh? No wonder, at your age.
I mean, how old is Sonny anyway?
Ha ha again. Anyway, now that Laura's kicked you out, I'm sure Lewis will be happy to give you a room. Or a closet. Just don't be too close to me.
Oh, sour rusty cock.
I didn't even hear that.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because your hearing is already gone, old parrot.
Oh, he's not letting up.
What? Oh, Marty.
Okay, I'm done. But didn't you say there was someone here you could introduce me to?
Yeah, our client, I think it's important that they all meet.
Oh, Cluck, I almost forgot. But she's gone.
Aw, man, you must have been hallucinating. Must be one of those old age things.
Shut the clock up.
That's interesting that she's gone. Let's have a little look up here. Yeah, Lewis C. Hayworth, an old friend and owner of the Atlas Hotel, and therefore essentially my landlord. He comes from an old prominent Clawville family, but after his parents lost their vast fortune, the young rabbit had to get back on his own feet. He's been up and down, somewhere in between now, but he'll do anything to get back into the top circles. But he was cool with us, never had a problem in the first game, so that was cool. All this stuff, the Golden Fang clan, one of the largest and most influential gangs to rise from the ruins of the Westler Empire. Their leader's mongrel Mick, aka Mick Castle, a mandrill who named the gang after his Golden Fang. Yeah, so some of these characters, if you did play Zipp's Cafe or saw my gameplay of it, these are characters that you might have seen before, but we're going to meet them again, I'm sure. Crime Lords of the Hive. Okay, the so-called Great Web, led by living legend Zenaida the Spider Queen. Two other smaller mafia families control the Insect District, but are all under the influence of the Great Web. So there's, yeah, a power struggle in the Hive. The King of Clawville, King Hector III, who is colloquially known as the Fox King, a reference to his species, but more to the fact that the people of Clawville know their monarch as a rather shady, opportunistic and sly figure. In any case, the king has proved rather weak when it comes to fighting organised crime, and at the moment his main concern is making peace with Stavonia, while Clawville needs a strong leader more than it has ever needed since its creation. And the fall of an empire. The most recent high-profile case of the Chicken Police ended with the collapse of the Western crime empire, and because of that, we've got gangsters fighting for control. So yeah, gang warfare is a problem in this town. Just one sparkle. Many believe that all it takes is a small spark to turn the Hive's small riots into a real major uprising. Given the city's current fragile state, this could be disastrous. With the memory of the previous Great Fire still fresh in the minds of Clawville residents, panic is almost palpable in the air. everybody is waiting to see when that spark will fly. It's gonna be us. We're going to do it. We're gonna get upset everybody. So let's go to the next place. Our client has gone missing and we don't know where to go. Maybe Zipp's Cafe. We should test the waters before we just dive straight on in. I think Zipp's Cafe is on the outskirts. It's right on the edge of the Hive. So he should be able to tell us a little bit of the in-between stuff. Who's this kid?
Here we are. Formerly known as Hop Dog, now called Zipp's Cafe. Everything changes, huh? Zipp, an ex-con raccoon, runs the place. It's become something of a hangout for us. The last garrison between Clawville and the Hive, and maybe the last refuge of sanity. But more importantly, your last chance to get a good cup of joe. It's been a long time since we spoke to Zipp. We haven't even visited the place since its reopening. Here's our chance to see what's changed. Zipp will know what's going on around here. Time to say hello to the old trash panda. I heard that Zipp renovated the place, but I didn't expect this.
Like an amusement park, huh? I like it, but how did he afford this?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Do you think he knows what's going on in his neighborhood?
This is the only place that serves animals and insects alike, Marty. The few bugs that still dare to leave the Hive will surely swarm here. And where you can get a cup of coffee, you'll talk, too.
Maybe. But the question is, will Zipp talk with us?
With us? Why not? We're loved by everyone.
Of course.
Oh, hopefully. But in the Zipp's Cafe game, yeah, you bet Marty. I think it was Frank, wasn't it? So, and Moses was also there as well. Or his Zipp's car.
Apparently, he couldn't afford a new car.
These things are unbreakable, my friend. The old cars were made of real stuff, you know?
Well, we managed to wreck yours a couple of times.
It keeps on rolling, right?
You're not wrong there.
So Zipp used to be a snitch. He used to have all the inside track, and he kind of enjoys it. I can see there's someone inside. Zipp is behind the window here. Is that a capybara? Who's that? But there's this kid. What's going on? Let's have a look.
Look at the little paper boy.
Maybe he knows something. I mean, if he doesn't know, who does, right? He is the news.
You should have been a philosopher.
I know.
That's deep. All right, tell us. What's going on, kid?
Hey, kid.
Here it is, the brand new Clawville Chronicle.
Yeah, we know. Tell me, do you stand here often?
I stand in a lot of places, sir. The news has to go everywhere. Here's the Clawville Chronicle!
Okay, talk. Tell us something interesting.
Fellas, stop yelling, kid. Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Do you also take a newspaper to the Hive?
No, sir. I mean, not since the last time, sir.
Last time.
Last time.
The last time I took a paper to the Hive, sir, an ugly fella made me eat it. All of it. It was quite a lot, and hot off the press.
Made you eat it? What ugly fellow?
An ugly monkey, sir. I don't know what kind, but it was a monkey for sure. I should know. I'm always being taken for a monkey. Well, I'm not. Anyway, he was well-dressed, and one of his teeth was gold.
That sounds like our guy. Also, this guy, our guy we're talking to right now, he's a lemur.
Golden Tooth, that's Mick.
I don't know, sir. He didn't say his name. He just told me to eat that filth. Luckily, I only had 5 papers on me, but he and his bodyguards watched me eat all of them. They were fresh, sir. The ink was barely dried on them.
I can't lie, that's kind of messed up.
What a mongrel.
Yes, sir. But then he let me go, so I don't mind. And I didn't eat anything that day anyway, so...
Wow, you're a hungry, poor kid.
Were you welcome at the Hive back then?
Very much, sir. The insect folk were always kind to me. They were glad to finally hear from the outside world, you know. The Chronicle was the only Clawville paper that reached them. Thanks to Pip.
Who's Pip?
Pip?
That would be me, sir.
Oh, okay.
Messy Pip, at your service.
I mean, I do seem to be filling in the gaps for what Marty wants to say.
I see. And tell me, Messy Pip, who do you work for?
The master of all papers, sir. Mr. Mullen, of course.
You mean Hercule Mullen?
The one and only, sir.
Huh. an old acquaintance. Tell me, where can we find him?
He's inside having a cup of coffee and talking to Uncle Zipp.
Uncle Zipp, huh? That's new. Okay, thanks, kid. Don't take any wooden nickels.
Yes, sir. I hope not to, sir. Mysterious disappearances in the Hive! Are the police totally helpless?
Honestly, he's a good kid. He was like useful, and he was like normal. I'm kind of surprised at that. Well, there's a hive. It's literally a giant hive. Look at it.
Honeyfall Tower is still beautiful. There's something otherworldly about it, right?
Yeah, it gives me the chicken bumps.
As a kid, I used to stare at that building a lot. I wondered what a magical insect wonderland was in it. Glamorous parties, fancy dinners, honey flowing down the walls.
Then you grew up.
Yeah. We snuck in once as teenagers. Instead of fancy parties, we found dirty bars and brothels. And we got a good old-fashioned beating. But we still loved it, you know? It was still a wonderland, but in a different way.
That's quite a story. You should write it down in your memoir.
Hey, how do you know about my secret memoir?
Oh shit, Marty, I was kidding.
It's not such a secret now, is it? And here's the cafe itself.
Zipp's Cafe.
Nice.
I have to say, the new logo looks pretty cool.
The game's pretty good. I recommend it. You get a little bit of story, but there's also like a coffee mini game. You have to make all the snacks and drinks that everybody who comes in wants. So it's quite good.
Kinda.
Well, never say no to coffee.
Amen to that, bird brother.
I guess we should just go in. Oh, what's this though? The New Unity Church?
Wolf and lamb, huh? Honestly, I'm a little worried about this picture.
What, the two-headed animal with one head that wants to eat the other?
Yeah, right?
The New Unity Church.
Crazy cannibal cultists.
Don't rejoice in advance. They're probably just deluded fools making their last stand.
You're no fun at all, Boss Bird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. Yeah, there's a whole reality that could be quite bad. I'm sure it will come up later as well. Let's just go in for now. Howdy, howdy.
Well, well, well. The bite of death has appeared.
Good to see you too, Trash Panda.
Barkeep, your best coffee over here right away.
Oh, hey, you're here too. Hooray.
You see, nothing changes.
That's a nice warm welcome.
Only you're looking more and more like shit.
I missed you too, Fuzzball.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh.
It's so nice to see old friends reunited, ain't it, boys?
Hey, Mullen, how's it going?
Oh, he wasn't the first game as well, wasn't he?
Still alive, no more, no less.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And what brings you to, oh, wait. Let me guess. A coffee menu with double information and a good dose of personal opinion, huh?
Yeah, Zipp knows what's up.
Just a fact steak. Rare, no seasoning, maybe a little salt.
Well, you guys really don't change.
Maybe it's the fact that the world happens to be collapsing around us.
Well, at least we'll be here to see the end, huh? A restaurant at the end of the universe.
You boys really deserve each other. It's so uplifting to be around you.
Mullen chill like that.
Sorry, old man, you're absolutely right. So, 2 coffees, Zipp. Black and bitter.
Like your life, huh, sonny boy?
I mean, true.
It's beyond repair.
Ain't that the truth?
Lots to check out. Let's have a little look around. There's that weird poster thing, though. I mean, Zipp must have taken money to advertise it, right? Unless he's a member of it himself.
So, what's this new church thing?
You live in a cave or what, sonny?
Kinda.
It's the New Unity Church, a fairly new organization led by a holy woman.
Holy woman, huh?
I know. There are plenty of crazy cults these days, but these ones seem to be different. For real. They collect a lot of money for the poor, free food, shelter for the homeless and the like.
I still don't like.
Maybe you should go to their mass sometimes, old cock. It would certainly do your manners good.
I second that.
Ugh.
So is Zipp actually a member? Wow. What else have we got before we get into the meat of the conversation? What's up here? The menu.
What's all this weird stuff?
These are specialized coffees, Marty. Probably too sophisticated for your taste.
Do you still sell regular coffee for normal folks like us?
Freshly ground, roasted, no milk, no sugar.
Of course. It's still on the menu because of you guys.
Ah, thanks, Zippy.
Cool, we can get ourselves that coffee. So let's talk to Zipp. What's going on?
How's it going round here, Zipp?
Nothing much. Times are tough, you know. Folks try not to eat each other, just the usual.
And the Hive? We have some business there.
Suicidal tendencies, huh? I always took you for the type. I'm surprised you've lasted this long.
Don't be a goat, Zipp. This is serious.
Your mother's a goat.
Get a room, you guys.
So what do you know about the power dynamics in the Hive?
Yeah, well, there's been some major changes lately, especially with the Hive's underworld affairs.
Oh, yeah? Go on.
I'm just wondering, what's in it for me?
Ah, same old tune, huh?
Zipp always has an angle, mainly down to his survivability. He just wants to survive a situation.
I'm running a business here, okay? And in a miserable place like this, a simple fave is worth more than a bar of gold.
What would he even want, though?
And you already know what you want, don't you?
You always saw right through me, Sonny. It's like we're brothers.
Feathery gods, please don't say that.
So? It's about my tail. Someone stole it.
Really?
What?
Clucking hell. We need a coffee for this.
Or two. Here they come.
Wait, his tail got stolen?
Is Frank still a regular here?
Funny you ask. Frank comes by every day. No exceptions. But I haven't seen him today.
Quite a coincidence. We suspect he knows something about what we're investigating.
And I thought you were asking out of the goodness of your heart.
We just don't want you to lose a regular customer.
Yeah, neither would I, especially since he's got a hefty tab.
Well, we'll do something about it. Thanks for the info, Zipp.
Yeah, whatever.
Cool, let's keep talking, because we got subjects specifically, but general conversations always helps.
Tell me, are you still doing shady business?
I mean, obviously.
What, me? I'm different now, Sonny. I'm not the same raccoon I used to be. I'm an ex-con raccoon.
I think in the last game he got given the options like get out of town or get killed. So yeah, he kind of cleaned up quite strongly there.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, trash lurker.
Look around, old bird. This is the new me, shiny and all.
Yeah, sure. We'll see.
It's doing fine. Let's talk about some stuff. So talk about the change.
So, new place, new Zipp, huh?
You know, buddy, there was something that opened my eyes. Or a someone, to be more precise.
A someone, huh? A lady, someone maybe?
It's always about a lady.
If you've played the game, you might know who that is.
Tell me about it.
So, you got your head messed up?
More like my heart, but it's gone now. Still, it helped me realize the past is past. We must move on.
Okay, so this is set after the events of Zipp's Cafe game. Cool.
I had you thinking, huh?
I was just thinking about what kind of coffee to have.
I'm wasting my breath here, ain't I?
Yep.
So what's next? Tell us about the church thing.
Did you become a member of this cult?
I wouldn't say that. I'm nobody's sheep, you know. But I see what they do in the Hive, and honestly, I like it.
And what do you see?
Simple things, really. Handing out food, clothing, and shelter, stuff like that. While the city and the crown turn away from the Hive, the church are there, right in the thick of it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. If you're giving handouts to like disadvantaged people, it is a way to have a certain angle when you want to do big political maneuverings. We'll have to see if this plays out.
Are you getting sentimental?
Try it sometime, Sonny. It could do you wonders.
But that's me being skeptical. Maybe they are nice people. You never know.
No thanks, I'm fine. And what do you think is the purpose of the organization?
What's the purpose?
Well, everyone has a motivator. What drives them?
They just want to help, Sonny. There isn't a secret conspiracy behind everything. Don't be so paranoid.
In a world like this of chicken, please, it's hard to believe that.
Sadly, if there's one thing I learned in Clawville, Zipp, it's that no one acts out of pure kindness.
Except me.
Except Marty. But anyway, it's the ugly truth, like it or not.
I feel sorry for you, pal. A little faith, huh? That's what you need. Not even a religious kind, but any kind. Believe in Marty, for example.
That's good. Believe in me, Boss Bird.
Or find something or someone you can believe in.
Yeah, that would be nice, Zipp. That would be nice.
Okay, let's talk about the place. It's pretty fancy, it's pretty nice.
Where'd you get the new name for the place?
You mean Zipp's Cafe? Is it that hard to figure it out?
I mean, what was wrong with the old one?
You know, Sonny, I took this place over as Hop Dog. But as long as it had that name, it never felt my own.
Now it's all yours.
It may seem funny, but it meant a lot to me. It helped me change.
You know what? I'm happy for you. I really am. In fact, I almost envy you.
You should do the same too, Rusty old cock. A nice little change.
They gotta chill out on these cock references. I'm struggling here, big time.
As a matter of fact, I'm going on a round-the-world trip soon.
Here we go again.
Somehow, I can't picture you in a straw hat. But you know what? I'm rooting for you.
You see, Marty, somebody believes in me.
That's not what I said.
And the slogan, we serve everyone. What exactly do you mean?
I mean, really, we serve anyone.
So, even insects?
Well done, detective. Of course, I can't write "we serve insects" because some crazy anti-bug activist will burn the place down. But anyone who needs gets the point.
Very clever and commendable.
And brave.
Or naive.
Thanks. Not you, Sonny.
Okay, cool. Let's tell us about the missing tail.
So, somebody stole your tail? Really?
I mean, can we even get it put back on?
It's a tough world out here, Sonny.
Uh-huh. What did you do this time?
I think I got into a fight with the worst kind of gangster.
Mongrel Mick? The head of the Golden Fang clan?
No other, my featherly friend.
So you managed to get in a beef with him, of all people.
Yeah, this has happened in the Zipp's Cafe game. It's very worthwhile, it turns out. A lot of the stuff that happened in that game really comes to fruition in this sequel.
Yep, and my only tail took the hit. I hear he's been wearing it as a tie sometimes. I don't know if it's true, but it makes me sick. I just want my tail back, you know. It's a family heirloom.
Don't worry, Zipp. We'll get your tail back.
What?
That would be terrific, boys. You'd have my eternal gratitude.
Marty, why?
It's our job, Sonny. We investigate, search, and protect.
Nobody ever said that.
I'm saying it now.
Just bring it back to me, and I'll tell you all about the gang's undercover business. Every shady little detail you want to know, I swear.
Okay, but if we get into any trouble over this, I'm gonna pull your feathers out one by one, Marty.
Relax, old man. It'll be fine.
That's it. See, Sonny? That's the spirit you lack.
And that's why I'm still alive.
Life is for cowards. To infinity and beyond.
I mean, don't be too risky about that. You could end up in real trouble. But our guy is over here as well. This is Uncle Mullen.
Hercules Mullen, a.k.a. Uncle Mullen, is an old friend and a complete information center. He's been running a newsstand for as long as anybody can remember, so he knows everything about everything. The only thing bigger than his knowledge is his heart.
So he's a good guy, it seems like. This whole place is a complete... Well, I'm going to say hive, but not as a pun. It's a hive of information.
Hey, Uncle Mullen, how you doing? You still in the newspaper business?
That's what somebody's got to deliver the news, lads. Unbiased, impartial.
Can you still do that?
Well, it's getting harder for sure, but let's not talk about an old beaver. How about you, me boy?
Oh, he's a beaver. I thought he was a capybara, but beaver's just as good.
Marty got so drunk, Laura threw him out of the house.
Well, Sonny's mixed up in some shady business again, and he's trying to get us killed in the hive.
Well, you two deserve each other.
Yeah, right? That's what I keep telling him.
But the hive, now isn't that a dangerous place for cops these days? Since the Segregation Act and all.
We just have to take that risk.
I see you're in a heroic mood, sonny boy. Good for you.
The trembling voice of a damsel in distress can work wonders.
Ah, then I understand everything. Oh, that went so well the last time, did it not?
Well, he's really rubbing salt into the wounds here.
Shut up.
Yep.
Both of you.
Fine. Let's talk about something.
So, you and the missus have had a little spat, eh, Martin?
Ah, nothing. Just a minor family squabble.
You still got a place to stay? If not, you can always crash at my place.
I think I can crash at Sonny's till things cool down.
What?
I mean, we did say he didn't want him there.
I just thought,
Well, don't.
oh, okay.
That's a bit cold, though.
My offer stands, Martin.
Leave it, Pops. I'll soften up the old rusty rooster eventually.
It's quite a mission, but you've got to get to his heart. That's his only weakness.
His what?
It's there, believe me, buried under a pile of cigarette butts and cold, dead cases.
Oh, they are ruthless. Let's keep talking. Tell us about the Clawville wildcards.
Hey, old fella, you still shuffling the cards?
You mean the Clawville Wildcards? Sure I am, sonny boy. You in the mood for a good shakedown?
Sonny's the real deal on this one. You know, drunks usually are.
Let it slide, Sonny.
I mean, ex-drunks, of course.
Yeah.
Ha ha! So, shall we?
Okay, so we're going to play a game. What is it?
What is this game, actually?
Sonny, did you hit your head? Clawville Wildcards is one of the most popular card games in the wilderness. Rumor has it that you were pretty good at it in your heyday.
What? That's an understatement. He was the best.
Let's not exaggerate.
Control the lines, score the highs. That's all there is to it.
Ah, yes, I remember now.
I do not. Can we play?
Hey, old fella.
So let's give this a go. Sure, let's do it.
Sure, let's do this.
That's the spirit, boys. Just come on out to the alley. Zipp doesn't like us gambling in his new fancy place.
Just shuffle the cards. Stop yapping, old man.
We're going to play. So how does this work? A crown round ends when a player fills a row with their own cards. Win 3 rounds to win a match. Each card has an attack at the bottom left and an events at the top right. Adjacent cards in the same row can attack each other. When a card's defense reaches 0, it's removed from play. Attackers become exhausted and can be restored. A chip of the opposite colour locks the field when a card is removed. You can play on cards of your own tokens. Playing cards, restoring cards, and attacking each require 1 action point. Sort of. I don't really understand. Okay, welcome to the guide. I'll have a quick read. Let's see. I just had a read of the rules. We'll see how this goes. So I can play a card on any of the left-hand side. That's got defense of 5. That's huge. What card to play starting out? So I should probably play 2 cards against the elephant, right? I want to get a complete single row of all of my cards. The elephant has a defense of 5 and an attack of 3. So if I put down an attack of 6 here, that's pretty strong, right? And then should I just go for it? I've got a shark. How about the badger? There. I think that's the end of the turn. Okay. That was a mistake. Bad start. Bad start. Oh no. Well, I totally understood what was going on, didn't I? So I think I've already lost the first round. So let's just shove some cards up there and see what happens. Oh, I've got a third go. So they've got 7 attacks. There's not a lot I can do. Just shove it all up there. I think I'm dead. Yep. So,
for cluck's sake.
yeah, messed up. We're just learning. This is the first time playing, right? So you put a line up there. It's super weak, but it's also super strong. I think I need to put up something. Sacrifice a card with low defense. So if I put the cat here and maybe the whale as like a tank. There we go. That'll get us through the first round, right? So the lion's going to take out the cat for sure. He's put down the chicken as well. Oh, and all that. That's a problem. But I can now lay 3 cards, so if I put down just a bunch of stuff, right? So if I put down an owl, elephant, and what's this, a wolf? Just throw it all down. Throw it all down. Okay, he alive. He defended the well done. Okay. So hopefully... I don't know what to do. I'm just going to flood this place. We got like a Cthulhu dude, a rhino, and another shark. What you gonna do? You can only play one spot. Okay, the whale is out. Oh no! I'm terrible. Okay, I've done a couple of rounds. I'm sort of got used to it. Basically, he's gonna play a chicken. And I just gotta lay a couple of cards there. It's got a 5 attack and 3 defense. So if I put down another chicken, and I can just attack, right? That will knock out that chicken. Good. He can now lay 2 cards. I can only lay cards on empty spaces or where they're the lighter colours. That's pretty strong what they've just done. So how about... what do I want to do? If I put up a warthog here, and I put a shark up here, and then I'm going to use this guy. See at the top left I got 3 diamonds. So I've laid 2 cards, let's use that one. For the third one, I will attack this card, get rid of it. And they can't place it back on the spot I just wiped out either. Okay, good. Oh, this could be a problem. What do I want to do? I think I need to fill up the middle a little bit. The top row is a bit of a risk. I need to have a complete horizontal line of nothing but my cards. I'm just gonna fill up like this. Let's see what happens here. Gonna get killed. There go the chicken. Oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. So if I attack this card, and then I put one here, and then one here, I got myself a row. Hey, I can strategize. I can do it. So that's cool. We're making sense of it now. Here I go. I think we got it. That's 3 roads. That's it.
Sure.
Very good.
You still know how to do this?
Well, yeah. I've spent too much time playing cards in smoky bars.
The past is just the past, Sonny. You know, the best thing about it is that it's gone.
It was good that I learned the rules. I'm glad I was able to win that.
Is that some ancient beaver wisdom?
You know, there are some things I've done in my life that I regret.
Oh, come on. You're a goddamn saint, you buck-toothed beauty.
Well, that's a good one.
Cool. Tell us about Mullen.
What's the matter with you, old man?
How you doing?
Nothing really, Sonny boy. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even part of this world anymore. I'm no longer an active participant, just observing from afar.
And that works for you?
It feels quite liberating, to be honest. I feel like I don't have to take responsibility for the things of the wilderness anymore. I can't influence them anyway.
That sounds depressing.
It all depends on how you look at it, Martin. I see the bright side. You like the movies, don't you?
The movies? I love them.
For me, Clawville is like a movie. Things happen, quite scary and amazing things, but somehow in the end they don't affect me. When the show is over, I go home to my dear Desiree, drink a hot tea, and think no more about it.
It's not a bad concept, but...
It works for me, but that's the privilege of getting old. You fellas have your say in the affairs of the world. Don't let others decide for you.
Huh. Sonny never lets that happen.
That's true.
Good for you, lads.
So he's doing okay. He's doing okay. But wasn't there other thing we can talk about here?
So, the chicken police are back in action, eh?
Ah, just a quick routine job.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one before.
This'll be the last one. I mean it.
Oh, yeah, sure. You just go ahead, boys. I believe in you.
The sarcasm is real. Okay, keep talking.
Any useful news from the Hive?
They say the clan is on full alert, and the web has retreated to their secret hideouts.
They're expecting a war, right?
What do you expect when you go there?
To end this before war breaks out.
Then I wish you boys every success, because we don't have much time, and I'm afraid we won't have another chance either.
Things are getting serious. Alright, tell us what's going on. What's going on with Pip?
I see you have some help lately.
Boy outside.
Ah, you mean Pip. Yes, he's the son of a close friend of mine who I'm, how shall I say, helping out a bit.
That's nice of you. But don't you think it's a bit of a rough job at his age?
That's what I told him too, but the kid's adamant. If he gets a grip on something, he won't let go. With the trauma he's been through, no wonder he wants to distract himself with something.
Something bad happened to him.
Trauma?
His mother died about a year ago of grass-moor fever. His father followed just a few months later. He asked me to take care of the kid and not let him end up in an orphanage. And here I am with another kid. Who'd have thought I'd be a father again? Life's little twists of fate, right?
How's Desiree?
She can tolerate me, mostly. And as you know, Sonny, this Pip boy, no matter how strange the poor thing is, has breathed new life into her. And me too. It gives us less time to grow old.
Honestly, he had good first impressions when we chatted to him. He seemed like a good kid. And he's going to get some life lessons as well if he's getting beaten up in the Hive.
That's good to hear. Seems like everyone around me is starting to have a new life. Everyone but me.
Maybe you should do the same, son. Maybe the world wants to send you a message.
Yeah, maybe.
That's your problem, Sonny. You just drift instead of forging your own destiny.
That's kind of relatable, to be honest.
Well, I think I'll drift a little more before I start forging.
Just don't drift until it's too late to start again, son.
Thanks, Paps. I'll keep that in mind.
Do that.
We will do that. But riots? They haven't quite kicked off yet, have they? Or there's been some demonstrations going on.
What do you make of the recent riots?
You know, Sonny, it's about time the insect folk got their act together. You boys at the police station ain't doing anything. Sorry about that, but somebody's got to do something, because those miserable bugs are going to end up eating each other in there. And I mean, literally.
Sounds tough.
Because it is. What's in there is unsustainable. If there is no one to maintain order, order will come. But who will be in charge of this new order?
The criminals. The gangs.
As you say. And the insects will drown in misery, being exploited, no one hearing their cries for help. So, yes, there was a great need for riots, and in my bones, I feel like the worst is yet to come. One big all-out uprising.
I didn't know you were such an insect rights activist, you eager beaver.
Insect rights, my ass. I just can't stand injustice and the privileged few oppressing the unfortunate masses. I just can't stomach it, and I come from such a litter.
Yeah, the best kind, Pops. Never change.
I'm not planning to do that.
Alright, tell us about the segregation of the Hive.
What do you think of the Segregation Act?
What do I think? Well, the law spits in the very face of what the whole city was supposed to stand for. Diversity, coexistence, tolerance. You know the story.
So?
You know, boys. Clawville's been at war with Stavonia for centuries. A silent war, spy war, in fact, a ghost war.
A Cold War.
Cold War?
Yeah, because, you know, Stavonia's a cold country.
Oh yes, that's true.
But where do the Stavonians enter the picture?
What do you think the big peace negotiations are for?
I guess they got tired of war? Huh?
Even you're not that stupid, Martin, my son. Stavonia's perfectly happy with this whole scandal with the insects. If there are riots, even better. The peace talks are just a cover to put the enemy to sleep, so when the system completely rots from within...
Boom.
Yeah, boom! They can attack. The king is fighting internal strife. Half the city is in flames, and no one will be prepared for an invasion by an enemy we're supposed to be making peace with. Isn't it wonderful?
Wonderful for who?
No, I don't know, Uncle. It's a bit like...
A conspiracy theory.
Exactly.
Pluck me. It's clean as your snow-white feathers, you big goose. And that's the problem.
Meaning?
It's so clear, so simple, so obvious that nobody wants to believe it. You see? And that's going to be our undoing.
So you think the king is being influenced from outside, and that's why he enacted the Segregation Act? And while he's distracted by the peace talks, they'll invade the city?
Exactly. See, you still got your bird brain in place, sonny boy.
Well, thanks for the warning, old beaver. I'm not even joking. You really got me cogitating.
Well, that's a big word coming from you. Ha!
Oh, it's a theory. I don't know. I've never really seen these spies, I don't think. Lots to think about. I guess we're going to have to move on to the next place. We've got ourselves lots of clues. Actually, has Pip still got anything to tell us?
Hey, Pip, tell me, are you cold?
Cold, sir?
You look a little underdressed for this time of year.
I'm not cold, sir. All that shouting keeps me warm enough.
Well, I guess.
And Mr. Mullen always brings me a hot chocolate from the cafe.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Indeed it is, sir.
Is this kid not being treated very
Here's
well?
the latest Chronicles. Don't leave it out.
I kind of feel sorry for him now. Be nice to this kid.
Hey, Pip, you got any news?
Does the king have a new mistress? The crown denies it.
Furry hell, Marty, don't encourage him. He'll blow my head off.
All that tabloid trash coming out as well. Well, got ourselves all kinds of new things to be worrying about. We've got the Clawville Chronicle is the newspaper, the New Unity Church, some kind of religion going on, Clawville Wildcards, which we just played, and Stavonia. Are there spies around? But I guess we're going to have to move on to the next place. Should we go to the graveyard, or are we going to see Frank? I'm not quite sure yet, but that's going to have to do for now. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.